Let's talk about a guy who went on indefinite strike, didn't turn up to his own trainings, left his Portuguese girlfriend, paid 2 million euro for his own transfer, rejected Manchester United and other clubs, and only wants Arsenal. Victor Gyokeres, here we go. Happy Monday, people. Happy Monday. I think the last week has been really good for Arsenal. We have seen a lot of things happen. Even yesterday and today, there has been a lot of movement. Some of the movements the fans have not liked it, including me, and some of the moments we have been waiting for years for a proper number nine. And you know what I'm talking about. So let's start with the first news that broke. So it was about Noni Madueke coming to Arsenal. Now, a lot of fans were not happy with it. They were again a Chelsea player. Why are we getting a Chelsea player? What do Chelsea have on us? Why are we getting it? Every season we get one or the other Chelsea player. It has been 6 seasons and 6 Chelsea players. And let's be honest, none of them have clicked. Kai Havertz, again, he has not proved 65 million worth. So that is still up in the air. He has been decent. He has scored goals, assisted, but he is not the guy that we really wanted, or not the guy that who has fired up maybe from where we were. And then comes the news of this guy, Noni Madueke. Like again, I am not a fan of Noni Madueke, nor do I wanted this transfer to happen. But let's be honest, this transfer and the whole fan base, how they have created the petitions, like some of the fan base went on and destroyed the murals. Some of the fan base, they spread so much of hate on social media. I think this is not the thing to do, and I didn't like it personally, and this is not something that you should be doing. Either you like the player or you don't like the player. This is not the way to go about it. He will be coming to Arsenal. He is an Arsenal player, and with whatever low confidence he has, if you do all sort of things, what his confidence will be totally shattered by the time that he has not even kicked a ball, or he has not even started one game. So I think this is not correct. He is predominantly a right winger where he can. We know that Saka plays a lot of games, and I think it will be a good rotation. But there is one thing that clicked me is that Arsenal would not be spending 52 million pound for a backup player. So I personally feel that he will be getting those games for sure. Now, if it comes on the left side, let's see what happens there, because I think Trossard is going to move, and I think Martinelli and Noni Madueke, these are the only two players will be there. Now, again, the stats have shown for himself. Noni Madueke is not exceptional. He's a very basic average winger. But one thing that he has that none of the other Arsenal player has is take on ability. So Martinelli, as we know, he doesn't take on players. He just runs past through them. Trossard, not best when it comes to take ons. And now Noni Madueke, even though his final delivery is up in the air, he is clueless when it comes to delivering that final ball, but he can take on a player. He can dribble past that player. And if we can somehow maybe capitalize on that, improve a couple of things here and there for him, he can be an asset to this team. So irrespective of if he can really prove his worth or not, let's not do the hit it. Let's welcome him to Arsenal, because he's going to be there no matter what I think, you think. It's not going to change the fact that he is an Arsenal player. So let's help him and let's bring the best out of him. Now, this was broken by Fabrizio Romano, where he said that we have already been seeing this, that this was happening. And then the final decision was Noni Madueke to Arsenal. Here we go. Fee agreed in excess of 50 million pound with add-ons included. Green light from Chelsea. And it was a 5-year deal. He's 23 years old right now. Then later on, when the contract was done, it was Noni Madueke will sign an Arsenal contract until 2030, later today as final part of the medical test. And today we got the news that his medical has gone well. He is an Arsenal player through and through. This was shared by Hand of Arsenal and Now Arsenal on social media. Now, when it comes to this, was also shared by David Ornstein, where he said Noni Madueke granted permission by Chelsea to leave the US camp in USA, undertake medical before completing Arsenal switch. 23-year-old will not train with the Chelsea and flies to UK after a full agreement reached with a 52 million deal, add-ons included, 5-year contract in place. And he traveled, his medical went through today, and I think he is an Arsenal player. I think the announcement or the unveiling will happen soon. And it's just that I feel like he could have, out of nowhere, he could have got that World Cup, a FIFA World Cup medal, but unfortunately that was not to be. He came to Arsenal. He didn't participate in the final game, which Chelsea absolutely thrashed PSG, which was like shocking to be honest. Like you have to understand that PSG didn't even score one goal, didn't even create that kind of chances that they are known for creating. So, and to all the Arsenal fans who were saying that we beat PSG on XG, I think we can put those things on to bed now. Chelsea have completely destroyed PSG yesterday. But I think, in all honesty, again, I don't expect much from him, but he can be a good squad player if we can really improve him in bits and pieces. He's still young, just 23 years of age. He can really help Arsenal. And with all the systematic plays that we have, maybe what we need is a guy like Noni Madueke, who doesn't play the system, who is really just likes to take on players, just likes to go with the flow. Maybe let's see what happens. Then we have the next player. This player, this talks have been going around for a couple of weeks now from Valencia, where Christian Mosquera, the guy who is predominantly a right-footed player, he can play right back, left center back, right center back. And I think he will be a very good backup. We have been in links with him, but the deals was going on and off in terms of the amount Arsenal were willing to pay and what Valencia wanted. He just has 1 year left on his contract, which will be expiring next season, and he was not ready to renew it. And he said he only wants Arsenal. And I think this is something that I am absolutely loving this transfer window, where I have seen a couple of players, especially Mosquera, Gyokeres, come out and say that I only want Arsenal. When was the last time you heard something like that? Think for yourself. So it was broken by Fabrizio Romano. Christian Mosquera has been clear with Valencia. He wants to join Arsenal. The agreement on personal terms has been done and sealed for weeks. New round of talks have been beginning. And then later today, uh, let me take you to that. Breaking Christian Mosquera to Arsenal. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place with formal steps to follow. 15 million plus add-ons. Total package under 20 million euro. Long-term deal in place. Mosquera, who only wanted Arsenal. This is the line that really captivates me. Mosquera, who only wanted Arsenal. Medical ready later this week if it all goes to plan. And I think this is the three famous words that is said by the Fabrizio Romano. I think this is done. I think this is a very good deal. He is very good when it comes to a lot of winning the ground duels. He's not good in air, but exceptional when it comes to interceptions, tackling, winning ground duels. He has been on par, and he has been like a lot of the big clubs were eyeing him, and he's willing to come to Arsenal just 20, 21 years of age. I think this is a perfect signing for Arsenal. 6'3", I think that's his height. That is good as well. And I think Valencia wanted maybe somewhere above 20 million euro mark, but I think Arsenal have got it under a package of 15 millions plus add-ons, which comes around 20 million euro. I think this will be a good thing, because if we saw that Kivir stepped up, and I think Kivir did a good job last season, but if something happens to Saliba or Gabriel again, I think he will be a good addition and will really help Arsenal. Now, this was also broken by David Ornstein. Arsenal are working to complete the deal for signing Christian Mosquera from Valencia, 21-year-old centre back, into the last year of Valencia contract. Now Arsenal are very advanced personal terms for Spain youth. I think he's ready to make that switch. So I think this is done as well. And this is the third news that I think is interesting, because there has been a lot of rumors around how Vanieri is not going to, or maybe not ready to put pen to paper for his new deal, where Arsenal have been trying to sign him on a long-term contract and he has not been ready, stating mostly his game time, the amount of game time that he will get. Now we already know that we have Saka, Odegaard. He plays centrally. He plays as a winger, makeshift winger, but he can play as a winger as well. And Saka, again, you cannot drop him. Odegaard, again, you cannot drop him. So where will he get the game time? And you have to understand that next year we have the World Cup. So he will be wanting more game time for sure. And I think that was one of the main reasons why he was not ready to sign a long-term contract with Arsenal, because he was not sure if he will get the minutes on the field. But I think that is maybe coming to an end, and I'm really happy that he is going to stay at Arsenal. So Vanieri new deal at Arsenal can be sealed in principle this week. Arsenal believe the progress made over the weekend was significant, with all indications positive at this stage. So I think this is really good, a big news for Arsenal, and I think 3 wins. So with Noni, Christian Mosquera, and Vanieri. Because Vanieri, along with Miles Lewis Kelly, I think these two have exceptional talent. With Lewis Kelly, I think he is a potentially a center midfielder, more like a defensive midfielder, but he put in a good shift at the left back position for Arsenal last season. And I think Vaneri can do the same. He's still very young, and it was really important with all those signings happening. What if Vaneri leaves us? But I think that we can now, all those talks we can put to bed. And I think this is an exceptional news for Arsenal. And this was the David Ornstein bomba. So I think the whole of this transfer segment, at least for the past 1.5 months, I think Fabrizio had shadowed David Ornstein in one way or the other. But when it came to this news, Ornstein had it on point. He was the first to go for it. And this broke yesterday, where he said agreement in principle reached for Victor Gyokeres' move from Sporting Lisbon to Arsenal. Deal was 63.5 million euro guaranteed plus 10 million euro in add-ons. The Sweden striker representative waives fee to help facilitate 27-year-old making Sporting CP to Arsenal switch possible. And I think this really took the Twitter and the Arsenal fans yesterday. And I think this is an exceptional news where we were seeing a lot of questions around why is Arsenal not paying that extra 5 million euro? What is going wrong? Why can't they just pay when they paid 52 million for Noni and they can't pay 5 million more for Gyokeres? It doesn't just make any sense. The whole fan base was divided on this, on they should get him as early as possible. We even saw Sporting president come out and say that he can stay in a couple of years more. We are not willing to, for all the things that Arsenal and the agents they have been playing, we are not going to settle for those things. We are not scared of them. We can let Gyökeres stay where he is right now. But I think these were the tactics and these are the negotiation tactics that we have seen Sporting when it comes to negotiations. They do a hard bargain, and Gyökeres is one of their prime players, so they would want to get the most out of it. So I think all in all, I think this is absolutely brilliant news for Arsenal. Finally, we are getting a proper number nine. The last striker, or I mean to have to say, we had Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, and makeshift Nketiah and everything. But the last proper striker that Arsenal had was Aubameyang. And how long was that ago? So I think this is excellent news for Arsenal. And I think this lifted a lot of mood for all the Arsenal fan base. It was then again said by the Fabrizio Romano as well. The deal between Arsenal and Sporting for Victor Gyökeres is now being sealed tonight with all parties involved. Agent decisions to reduce his 10% commission. Arsenal will pay initial fee worth 63.5 million plus 10 million add-ons. That is like again like based on what he can achieve, the amount of goals that he does, if Arsenal win a certain things. So add-ons will be based on that. But here we go soon. The three magic words are coming for Gyökeres. Now, it's also said that Arsenal didn't have any doubts, or sorry, Gyökeres didn't have any doubts when Saudi clubs wanted to offer way higher salary than Arsenal. He said only Arsenal. Move set to be sealed after today, two meetings that happened on Sunday. Gyökeres agents reduced their commission to make the deal happen. And I think Gyökeres has been really clear throughout the transfer window that he only wanted Arsenal. He even left his 2 million euro salary that he could get. His agent, they reduced the 10% commission that they were about to get. So all in all, I think they all have helped Arsenal and Sporting to reach an agreement to get the deal done. And I'm really happy for it. I cannot tell you how much we need a proper number nine. And I don't want to see any more Kai Havertz, Merino, and makeshift strikers. Now, it is said, Fabrizio later said that understand that Gyökeres agents have landed in London to seal details of the deal with Arsenal. All set also for Victor to travel for medical soon, as details will be sorted. 63.5 plus 10 million deal almost agreed. Commission reduced as it has to be fixed today. So I think this is a excellent news. And what about this man? This man is really, I think he started pretty slow. I think like a lot of fans were like Zubimendi transfer was delayed, like Norgard, everybody. Then we saw Partey moving, Jorginho moving, and the whole fan base was like, "What is this guy even doing?" But I think this guy has been exceptional. He has now got Subimendi, Norgard. We have got Noni Madueke, Victor Gyokeres, Ethan Nwaneri signed on a new deal, Christian Mosquera, and I think just a couple of missing pieces, maybe Eze or Rodrigo. Maybe I'm am I dreaming? But no, I'm not dreaming. But at least one of those two players, and I think we will be set for the next season. And this is Sam Dean. He said this amazing thing. So if it all goes to, so let me share this with you. If all goes to plan over the next few days, Arsenal will have made six first team signings before the start of the pre-season tour. That has never happened before at Arsenal in the 23 years since the current transfer window system was introduced. And what a statement this is. Andre Bata absolutely has really given the fans what they needed. Just a couple bit more. Maybe I'm a bit greedy, but let's see. Now, for this guy, Victor Gyokeres, 54 goals, 13 assists. And I think this is absolutely stunning. And this is the kind of guy that we wanted. No, even though I was not very much against Sesko because I really wanted a proper number nine, a player that who plays number nine to come, not a player who plays winger, not a player who plays center backing midfielder, and he's makeshift striker, not like that. But I deep down, I wanted Gyökeres only. And I think this, now that it's happening, I'm pretty much happy. We have done good business this couple of weeks. And I think now, if we can just somehow get Eze and Rodrigo, I think maybe getting both of them, I think it will be extremely challenging. Again, let's be honest, it's still Arsenal at the end of the day. And when it comes to maybe putting money, you know how our owners are. So I'm not sure if we can get both of them, but at least one of them. And I think we should be sorted. Let's see what happens. Who do you want more? Do you want Eze or do you want Rodrigo to come to Arsenal? Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about these decisions? And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.